Once again, another peaceful intro. Thanks to Restream, the vibes are now set to where we are at peace. We're very calm. It's very mellow. It's a nice Tuesday in this April. You know what I'm saying? Um, I was really trying to keep the real mellow vibes going. I didn't know what else to say, bro. You got anything else to say?
We got 18 people watching us right now, tuned in at the start of we ain't got no horns right now, but it's all right though. So this is thank y'all for tuning in to the Don't Cancel Me podcast. This is Peachy Perfect.
I am the No Flight.
And this is episode 79. As you all know, Rap Beef has dominated our last few shows, but we want to move on. We really do. We really want to move on, but we can't. It's so
impossible.
Much. Every time we want to move on, we don't want to promote toxicity. We don't want to report on negativity.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems like every week there's just more diss tracks dropping every single day, and it's a lot to keep up with. Plus, we had a big fight over the weekend, so we're gonna get into all of that as we let everybody get into the show here. We still got people coming in, so we want to give people a chance to get into the lobby. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel as it helps us out in the algorithm and getting us closer to our goal. We are at 650 subscribers on YouTube. We are really trying to get to 700 and then to 1,000. So please tell a friend to tell a friend, share it on your pages as we got another milestone episode next week. Flight. We on episode 80.
Episode 80. 80 of them things.
Episodes.
80 of them things, man.
Golly, I mean, I'm not gonna say I didn't see us getting here, but man, it's just hard to believe what we, how far we've come, and we about to approach our 20th episode. So we are live on Twitter as well. We are live on YouTube. So if you're on Twitter, please don't hesitate to get into the conversation. If we don't know you, that's fine. We want you to become part of this family. Please chime in. There's gonna be a lot to talk about. But how you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Another week, another day. Can't complain. Bless, just entertained by all of this stuff that's going on in the industry. NBA playoffs is among us. A lot of disappointing things, and don't even really want to get into the Lakers last night.
Jamal Murray. I was talking to somebody at work about it today. I said there's just certain things that happen in sports. Whether you're on the good side of it, whether you're on the happy end of it, on the sad end of it,
mm-hmm.
You just love moments, man. And as a kid, everybody, and even as a 40-year-olds, you 3, 2, 1, you want to hit the buzzer beating shot. But man, when Jamal Murray hit that shot yesterday, it just sank my heart. But how happy I watched a thread on YouTube, on Twitter, and somebody said, if you was at the game, drop your video of the buzzer beater. And I'm just watching everybody's videos of that was at the game. I'm just like, what an experience for those people.
I know, that's crazy. And for me, I'm even more excited for Jamal Murray, dog. Like, I was real happy for him last year. Obviously, they got to win the championship. But if you know anything about Jamal Murray, like, every time he got in the moment, he would get hurt. And then he had tore his ACL when he was having a huge moment in the bubble when he was really showing that he was that guy in the league. And now, fast forward, he got through all of the injuries, and now he's in this situation where he's balling out. Got him a championship. His team is back in the upper echelon of the NBA, and he's hitting game winners in playoff games. It's good to see him do well and back healthy and just striving on that level, man. So I'm happy for Jamal Murray for sure.
I was watching Nick Wright on First Things First, and he was joking when he said that. I want to make sure I make that clear. But he said the NBA really needs to look into people playing in Denver because of the altitude.
Right.
And the altitude is a real thing. Have you ever played basketball? Have you ever been to Denver, and have you played basketball out there? Well, in Colorado, period.
I have been to Denver, but I did play in Colorado in college. We actually played I forgot, I think it was Pueblo, Colorado is where we played at for a tournament. And that first 2 minutes of the game, like not even the game, in warm-ups, it hits you. Like, it's very different out there. I wouldn't be surprised if they did a study that all teams that play in Colorado have a winning record. Like, their home games are winning records. I would not be surprised.
And that's what Chris Broussard's response was. He's like, well, don't get ahead of yourself. They just won their first championship last year. So it's not like it's something that they've been benefiting on this whole time. Before I get more, I want to go into Denver. Before I go into that, shout out to them Houston Texans today for rocking out the uniforms. Now I think we have the best uniforms in the city right now. I don't have a picture of a copy of them today. But shout out to the Texans in their uniforms today, man. This actually be a good segue. I know how to get. I know how I want to go into my next thing, but we was all anticipating. We had seen concepts, and we have heard rumors and seen videos, but them boys really came through, and I'm really proud of what they was able to put out for us today as fans. So I'm definitely gonna have to get me one of them Battle Reds and them H-Town Blues, man.
The H-Town Blues is that red is actually crazy. I'm not
the red is definitely sick, but the red and the H-Town Blue we only gonna wear once in the year. There's gonna be a Battle Red Sunday like it normally is, and I'm sure there's gonna be an H-Town Blue Sunday now. So we'll be able to wear both. We'll be able to wear those once a year. The H on the helmet, crazy. I seen that tonight they're having the uniform reveal party. I was going to go, but I didn't get invited. Oh, by the way, if I remember I was telling you about that, I got the letter yesterday that said, "Oh, sorry, you haven't been chosen to go to the party."
That's crazy. That's crazy.
They sent it to me yesterday, but I didn't get a chance to go.
Here goes the. Let me make sure I get this up on the screen. Whoa. Anyway, we'll just share it like this.
Your 2020, your new Houston Texans uniforms, man.
Boom. Right there. Them things is crazy.
Them things is hard.
I mean, obviously, star linebacker and Will Anderson right there. Got Tank Dell with the blue. I mean, this uniform is insane. Would I be crazy to say these may be one of the hardest in the league right now?
The more I soak on it, I will say Detroit they came with it with their blue. They have black uniforms with the blue helmets. They came with it with those.
Detroit
Lions came hard with their uniform. They alternate uniforms, but I must say it's something about that.
Oh,
them right there. Them hard.
Those are tough. Those
are hard.
Those are tough.
But what
something
I do
about
like
black and baby blue, bro, for me.
Yeah, them hard right there. But I must say I do love our uniforms, especially with the accessories on. It's gonna look real good on Sunday Night Football when they pull them out.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will, because them uniforms are hard, and I got to get a jersey ASAP. No Rocky.
Yeah, and I'm gonna wait till the summer to get one. I probably, we're gonna be moving and stuff, so I'll get one a little later on, but I'll have mine definitely before the season start. I know when they made them uniforms, it's kind of like Denver as well, because Denver Broncos has new uniforms as well.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a couple of teams that had new uniforms. Denver, New York, the Texans, of course. I forgot there was another Detroit. Somebody else had new uniforms as well. I can't remember.
The Jets.
I think I said New York.
I
can't remember. But I know as I was watching the video, they wanted to make these more Houston related. So I love how they put that H-Town look into the uniforms, because when the team was created, it was all about the Texans, the Houston Texans. Everybody's a Texan that lives in the state of Texas. So I feel like our uniforms were kind of for everybody. So now we have something that's for us. That's why they put the H on there. They said they wanted to represent the H a little bit more. Just something about our city that just gets you going. You know what I'm saying? And we have culture. We got the Latinos. Hispanic people love the Texans, love Houston more than they love Mexico. I'm not saying that's where they are from, but that's where in Mexico they love Houston more than anything. And so I think it's an awesome experience, though. I think it's gonna be dope to see everybody repping the new colors this year. But of course, we mentioned New York City, we mentioned Denver, Colorado. Have you've been to Denver? But have you ever been to Denver itself?
Yes, yeah. I've been
to Denver. You've been to New York City.
Yes.
And I've been to New York City too, and I never realized how dirty it was when we went there. I think we talked about it when we came back. New York City is a very dirty city.
Yeah, it's a lot.
What's your take on how dirty the city is?
I mean, it's exactly what it is. I mean, it doesn't help when you have like everybody, all the restaurants and all of the storefronts, they got to leave their trash on the sidewalk because that's there's no like dumpsters or anything, no space for them to put dumpsters to where they could put their trash. So all of the trash is on the street. So I mean, it makes sense. Also, being that it's a tourist type city, as well as having everybody live there. I mean, you expect nothing less. Like if it was clean, if it was even halfway clean, I would be surprised with the amount of people that step foot in New York City every day. Like I'm not surprised that it's that dirty.
I was surprised because I had never seen anything like that. Being out there, it was more like the subway smell like pee. And I think that was the biggest thing that caught my attention out there was how how stinky the subway was. But I had came across something that made me wonder, and I don't know if Kate's watching. I know y'all like to travel, so y'all been more places than I have. And I had pulled something together. Last week we did as we're waiting on everybody to come in before we get into the heart of it. We just having a little warm up here. We're doing a little sparring right here while we waiting on everybody to get in. So shout out to everybody that's tuning in. The numbers are going up. Please come in. We're gonna be getting to all the rap beefs in the fight. We're about to get into all that in just a little bit. But please come on in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Click the little QR code right here.
There we go.
I'm trying to point to it. That way you can hit that, take you right to the YouTube page if you're watching on Twitter. So thank you so much for that. But you and Kate do a lot more traveling, so you've seen a lot more things than I have. Because I found another top 10 list. See, last week it was so successful with the top 10 fast food. We got the chat into it. It was going chat. Flight might need your help on this one as well. Even though he's traveled, I know the chat has been other places too. And so looking at New York and seeing how dirty it was, I came across a list on TikTok actually that really blew my mind because I couldn't believe what I was seeing. And so I found a list of the top 10 most dirtiest cities in America.
Okay.
Top 10 most dirtiest cities in America. And I wanted to see, if you and the help of your wife, if she's watching, that see if y'all would be able to get this list. And so I have 10 cities, all in America, the dirtiest cities. What you got? Okay.
She said Houston is number one.
Houston is number one.
That's crazy. Oh yeah, because Port of Houston.
Houston is number one. It ranked third in pollution. This is according to Money Talk News. It third in pollution, 4 in living conditions, 12 in infrastructure, and 34 in consumer satisfaction rank. So,
well, she about to just name them all.
Wait, hold on now, Kate. You gotta let Flight get some of them now. You can't take all of them.
I was gonna say New York and LA, San Francisco up there.
So New York is a state.
New York City.
So New York City,
yeah,
is New York not City. On the list.
New York City is not like nothing.
No, New York City is not in the top 10.
That's insane.
And that's what made this interesting to me. That I remember how dirty New York was, and it wasn't on the list.
Well, it's got to be a lot of Cali stuff. So LA is San Francisco on there.
San Francisco is not on the list. Okay. Not on top 10 at least.
Is Dallas on there?
Dallas is no. Dallas is actually very clean.
I don't know what they saying. Yeah, I was about to say San Jose or Oakland. If it's not San Francisco, it's got to be Oakland. Seattle. Seattle had a lot of homeless people. You know what, Kate? I seen Austin on some lists, but Austin is not on this list. But I will give y'all a hint. Steph said Portland.
Portland, Oregon, or Portland, Maine?
I'm sure Portland, Oregon. He probably
don't matter neither one of them on the list. My hint. I'll give you a hint.
Mama said New Orleans.
New Orleans is not on this list, but New Orleans was actually, because every list is different, because I guess they measure it different ways. Because I seen some New Orleans was on number one on some lists, so I'll give her New Orleans.
Is New Orleans number one on that list though?
No, Houston is.
I mean, on top 10 on that list.
No, it's not top 10 on this one.
Okay.
New York City is 12.
Okay.
Los Angeles 15. That's where I only got 15.
LA is 15. Okay. Houston is number one. So we only got one in the top 10.
Yeah, I got one, and that's it. Okay, so there's another Texas city.
San Antonio?
San Antonio, Texas is number 7.
San Antonio is dirty?
Man, you seen that Riverwalk? You put your feet in there, you're gonna come back with 4 toes.
Yeah, I guess. It didn't seem that dirty. Oh, no, never mind. Take that back here. She said Oak Cliff.
That's a hood, not a city. That's a hood, not a city. Now we do dirty's hood. That'd be a good list.
That's insane.
I know Inglewood wouldn't be on there because that city that little area looked nice. I said they cut their grass in Inglewood. It looks good.
Indianapolis.
Indianapolis is not on here.
Okay. Chicago.
There are, hold on. Let me see. There are 1, 2, 3 California cities. None of them are the major cities.
Did you answer about San Jose or Oakland? You said none of them was on there.
No,
right?
San Jose. There is a San, but it ain't Jose.
San Diego.
No San Diego, but this was the
San
San
Bernardino.
Well. San Bernardino is on here.
Okay.
San Bernardino is number 3. Actually, they ranked 1 in pollution, living conditions 56, infrastructure 131, and consumer satisfaction 1.
I can believe that.
You been there before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Kate said Riverside.
No Riverside. Wait. Nope.
Ain't that by San Bernardino?
One of them. This gonna be easy. One of them used to live.
Ain't no. Oklahoma?
Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City is number 9.
I can see that.
Oklahoma City is number 9.
Oklahoma City, I can see that. So we got Oklahoma City, we got San Bernardino, we got San Antonio, and we got Houston. So we got 5 or 6 more cities that we got to figure out.
We're listing off the top 10 dirtiest cities. If you're just not joining into the chat, please
so out of these 6, are they? How many are major cities?
Major cities?
Oh, like major city, like that we would know off the top.
1, 2. Okay. 1 I don't even know about. I'll give you this. There is 2. Well, there's 1 in New York. I don't want to give that one away. It's gonna be
Long Island, Bronx. One of the 5 boroughs.
No. I went to Harlem, man. They late there. I don't even want to talk about it. That's black history. I'm gonna let them make it.
That is black history out there, bro.
Detroit. Mama got one. Detroit is number 4.
I was about to say I don't know how Detroit didn't get said.
Detroit is number 4.
Okay.
They ranked 9 in pollution, 35th in living conditions, 89 in infrastructure, and 4 in customer satisfaction.
Okay, so we got 5. Why is Kate getting so specific? Southside Jamaica.
Start giving us apartment numbers. She might start giving us apartment numbers. I'll give you number 10 because I feel like nobody's gonna get this one. Yonkers, New York.
Yonkers,
New York.
Bro, what? That should even be.
Number 8 is in California. Number 6 is in California, and number 5, and that'll be all of them. 8, 6, and 5 is 8, 6, 5, and 2.
8, 6, 5, and 2 all in Cali?
I'm sorry. 8 is in Cali. 6 is in Cali. That's it. And then 5 is New Jersey. And 2 is New Jersey.
Trenton?
Nope.
So I ain't gonna lie. That's the only. She said Humboldt.
Humboldt? What? I'm sick of travelers. I'm sick of travelers who's been everywhere.
Trenton is the only city in New Jersey that I know of. Atlantic City.
No.
I don't even think that's in New Jersey.
What's the big city in New Jersey?
I thought it was Trenton. I don't know. I have no idea, brother. I have no idea.
No Nevada. No more West Coast. Well, I did say West Coast. I did say LA. I did say California. So these are okay. One of them, I don't know if that college is here. I know Reggie Bush went off on them when he was at USC. It's one of his most iconic games. I don't know if this is actually where it is, but I'm gonna just take a guess and say it is. Newark. Thank you. Newark is number.
Oh, that is in New Jersey.
That's what I was hoping you would say. Newark is number 2.
Newark didn't even come to mind. How did Trenton, New Jersey come to mind, but not Newark? That's where the Nets played. Damn it.
Reggie Bush went off on this college. This was his Heisman moment.
Was it a conference game?
I think at the time, maybe so. I can't remember. I think at the time, yeah. I think
is that school he went off on? Is a Pac-12 school? Was it a Pac-12 school?
I think so. I can't remember at the time. That was 05. I can't remember. I just remember the school.
I'm trying to think of all of the Pac-12 schools that's in Cali.
I don't know if it's Pac 12. Don't hold me to that. But I'll tell you. I'll go ahead and give it away.
Yeah, give me away.
I'll give them away for you. All right, here we go, y'all. This is the top 10 dirtiest cities according to Money Talk News. Number 1, Houston, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, Newark, New Jersey.
Uh-huh.
Number 3, San Bernardino, California.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, Detroit, Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Number 5, Jersey City, New Jersey. That was one that didn't get. Number 6, another one that didn't get, Bakersfield, California.
Bakersfield. Okay.
Number 7 is like Family Feud. Bakersfield.
I'm glad you caught my trick. That's what it feels like.
7 is San Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
8 is Fresno, California. 9, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And 10, Yonkers, New York. And just to round out the top 15, Shreveport, number 11. New York City, number 12. Birmingham, Alabama, number 13. Ontario, California, number 14. And Los Angeles, California is number 15. According to Money Talk News, that is your top 10 or top 15 dirtiest cities in America. From pets to pollution.
From pets to pollution.
And that list is as of September 27, 2023. So it's a little old, but not too old.
Well, San Antonio, I found at first I found very hard to believe that it was considered dirty. But then again, when I started realizing, especially where we stayed at when we were out there, I could see it. I could definitely see it. I'm surprised there ain't a lot more Cali stuff if it's going based off of pollution. I'm surprised there ain't a lot more Cali cities out that way.
Yeah.
But I like it.
I guess they count like Pasadena because like Pasadena, all the black people areas.
I mean,
James Lee said all the black people areas.
I mean, essentially.
Hey, let me go back and look at that. I think you might be on.
Essentially, it is.
Hold on. Hold on. H-Town?
Yeah.
Detroit?
Yeah.
I ain't been to San Bernardino.
San Antonio, San Bernardino, and I think San Bernardino got a strong Hispanic culture out there.
Okay.
So obviously San Antonio as well.
What about Jersey City?
Jersey City, I have no idea. Jersey City, I know Newark has I think it's more mixed, but probably more black. It's Jersey. So Cali has a lot of electric cars now, but it's been for time and time again, it's been known for pollution and everything. Like we even talked about it. Like when COVID hit, how clear just LA was, the skyline was when nobody was out. Now people get back out, you can't see the skyline. But yeah, San Bernardino is black and Hispanic. San Antonio is mainly Hispanic. Newark is probably mostly black. Yonkers, I have no idea. I didn't even know there was a city named Yonkers.
That's why I wouldn't have gave you that one because I didn't know either.
Obviously Detroit, obviously Houston. Houston is, would you say it's majority black? I feel like it's a good mix of both.
Yeah, I would say probably the most diverse city on the list.
Yeah. Shit. Oklahoma City is not mainly black. Yeah, so that's just wrong. Oklahoma City is not mainly black. Oklahoma City is mainly white.
They find your headphones up. James said you got some Back to the Future headphones, kid, in 2047.
Facts.
I didn't realize that mother looked like they was at the Apple store. I didn't even realize about your headphones.
Hey, shout out Logitech. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go ahead and holler at the DCM family, our DMs are open.
Shout out to Lucy Sound.
I rock a lot of Logitech over here at this setup. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all might as well just help us out. Add revenue, brand deals, something, a post, something. Shit.
Help me, please.
Between listen, let me just go ahead. Between the scuff, the headphones, the Elgato and everything, they got that. Come on, man. Come on. Help us out. Talk to us. We good people. We'll make y'all some more money. We'll make y'all some more money. Trust me.
James, I hope you stay around because this conversation is about to get a little bit more interesting, man. Before we get into the good stuff, make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the QR code if you're on Twitter. It'll take you to our YouTube page where we're trying to get to 700. Make sure y'all like and subscribe as well. I know, Fly, every time I take it off, I talk about it. Every time I take it off, I mention it. But make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel, man. It will help us out big time as we continue to grow. We're gaining new subscribers. We're gaining new subscribers each and every day. So shout out to the Ghetto Avengers 10 plus years group chat. Now that's facts. That's definitely facts.
Big
That's
facts.
the longest running group chat of all time.
Big facts.
But man, I say let's go with the fight.
Let's go with the fight.
Let's go. Let's start with the fight here.
Let's go with the fight.
Because the beef is gonna take us a whole nother way. But let's talk about a real beef. And that was Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney. A real beef. This is real beef. Ain't no fight. I mean, ain't no rapping, ain't no singing, ain't no
using straight to the glove.
It's just straight. You know, Imano and one-on-one in the ring. Nobody else can help you, no teammates, and you gotta fight for your right to party. And Ryan Garcia definitely did that after this fight, man. He was a major upset. I think he was plus 800. I told Chaz, I was like, man, I should have put my money on Ryan Garcia. I ain't put no money on anybody, but if I had about $15, I should put on Ryan Garcia because he would have got me paid.
Got a nice little come up. Absolutely. I mean,
so there we go. Garcia won me some money. See, like it is incredible.
Yeah. If you had Garcia in the fight, put in the chat if you had Garcia in the fight. I know it's a lot. Obviously, betting is becoming prominent in our culture around the world. Honestly,
Jonte Porter.
Yeah, shout out to Jonte Porter. Shout out to Jonte Porter. Garcia, $10 hit for 900. Woo! Quick little come up, man.
It was crazy how big of an underdog he was. He really sold it on this fight, man. And he went in there. I know some people didn't like the fight, but for me, it was quite entertaining. I thought the referee was kind of getting involved a little bit too much. But did you get a chance to watch the fight?
I did. I watched the fight.
So the referee was kind of getting in the way a little bit, kind of getting on my nerves, kind of just, jumping in, but they was doing a little hugging. But that's what boxing has really come to now. Ain't nobody just sitting in there and throwing hands for 12 rounds for 36 minutes. It's gonna be some tiredness, it's gonna be some hugging. But I will say, man, Ryan Garcia shocked the world. And that I mean, I don't watch a lot of fights, but I mean, it can be a candidate for fight of the year. We still got some big ones coming up. Tank still got a fight. Tyson got a fight. Fury Mike Tyson and Tyson Fury.
Yeah, Tyson Fury. I don't really consider Tyson and Jake Paul a big fight. But now depending on what could happen, you're right.
I'm with you. I'm with you from the beginning. But if we get in there
and it gets to like some real, to that standpoint, I take back what I said. Yeah, I can see that. What's his name fighting too? It's not like a big fight, but Canelo is fighting.
Canelo fighting 2 weeks, I think.
2 weeks.
I was seeing that during I'm gonna watch it because I took Canelo's a cold.
I like watching Canelo, dog. Canelo, bad boy, dog.
Wilder got a fight coming up, so that's and this is only the first half of the year. We haven't even gotten to the ones that's gonna be scheduled for the back end of the year. Yeah. So shout out to everybody that's got fights coming up. But to get started, this Ryan Garcia, I didn't think it was that big of a fight. I watched it at home with me and Chaz. We watched it. We sat down, lay down on the couch and watched the fight. And I was just surprised, man. That left hook was rocking Devin Haney. I think the last time we was talking about boxing on this show was Errol Spence and Bud Crawford.
Yes.
That embarrassment of a fight.
Yeah.
So do you think this one is okay? So do you think Devin Haney got more embarrassed than Errol Spence? Or who got embarrassed? Who you think got embarrassed more? Errol Spence and Chad. Let me know too.
I would say that Bud just absolutely beat Spence. Like this fight between Haney and Garcia, like you said, to your point about the ref getting in the way, I didn't really feel like it was the ref had to get in the way because it was so much hugging and whatnot going on. So he had no choice but to get in the way. And then also Ryan Garcia was trying to throw some cheap shots. Obviously, in one of the rounds, I want to say it was like round 8, round 9, where he threw a cheap shot and lost a point. So like the ref had to get in the way, but you could make a case for Haney's being embarrassing, but also what Bud did to Spence was insane. What Bud did to that, they was both insane, but I think the Bud one was way more entertaining, way more of a beatdown. I mean, yeah, Ryan Garcia knocked down Haney 3 times, but that boy Haney just kept coming back. Like I give Haney some credit. Like boy got some heart. He got some heart because the way his legs was wobbling, I thought he was done for sure.
That first knockout, he had real life noodle legs.
Yeah, real
life like that. Like you can see the life leaving his body. I'm probably gonna say, as far who was the most embarrassing defeat, I'm probably gonna go with Devin Haney, and that's because we knew Bud Crawford could fight. And we knew Bud Crawford took his craft seriously. Right. So it wasn't, he beat the brakes off of Arrow, but it's like, well, this dude is good. The way, and I agree with James in the chat here saying that it's everything Ryan did leading up to the fight. Nobody thought he was taking this fight seriously. Nobody thought, he was talking about the Bohemian, I was calling him Bohemian Boy on my social media because of what we talked about on the show when he was talking about the Bohemian Grove, and he came out with all the conspiracy theories and outing the elitists and all that good stuff. He did all that, and then he's in the interview. He was like, boom, 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 and then Devin Haney was like, I don't feel like Ryan's taking the fight seriously, and that was a big clip that was going on. Devin Haney pushed Ryan Garcia in the face off. Pushed him in his face. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Garcia went on social media and said he was going to sue him because he identifies a woman and he's a trans male. He had me cracking up with that post. Anastasia said, I thought he was mentally unwell and didn't expect that outcome. Who you talking about?
Ryan Garcia. But that's the thing, though.
Right.
For me, I feel like every time I heard Ryan Garcia was always trolling, no matter who it was. He was always trolling somebody, and then he would get in the ring and show that he really got it. He's 28-1 now for a reason. The only person that knocked his ass out was Tank.
So today he calls out Tank, and he said I put it in the chat. Today he called out Tank, and this is what he said. The drum roll, please. Here it goes. He says, everyone want to talk about the little stupid Tank. Let's fight. Enough of this funny talk. Come see me at 144 and let's stop the talk. If you be frank, let's run it.
Tank whooped his ass already. No. It's hard. Like, come on, bro. Like,
yeah, my money on Tank all day, every day. I think Tank is the best pound-to-pound fighter in the world.
I'm with Tank. I'm with Tank. I don't Ryan Garcia, but to my point about Haney and Garcia is known for trolling, dog. I feel like every time I've heard this man's name, it was him trolling. That's what he does to make people think that he doesn't take the shit seriously, and then he gets in the ring and then whoops that ass. Like I said, the only person who gonna beat that ass no matter what is Tank. So I didn't know. I knew Devin Haney had it, but also knew Ryan Garcia had it. So I didn't know who was going to be a clear-cut winner. So that's for me. That's why I feel like this wasn't much of an embarrassment because they both got them hands. And Ryan Garcia coming in overweight, I didn't feel like it was that big of a deal. Yeah, 3 pounds can be, but for him, I don't think it's that big of a deal. So I don't. That's just my take on it. But
I'm not a boxer.
I don't know much on boxing like that either.
Right. I'm not a boxing. I don't think 3.5 pounds over. Now, I can see if he was like 8, 9, 10 pounds over, I can understand that. I don't think 3 is that big of a difference. I feel like he would have done the same thing to Devin if he would have made weight as well. That's how he just couldn't handle the speed. In boxing, 3 pounds is a lot. I mean, I guess I don't want to speak on a sport that I don't know about the science of.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know for sure if 3 pounds is a big deal. It doesn't seem like it and I only say it doesn't seem like it because of what Ryan Garcia was doing. Like, is 3 pounds per force? Okay, that makes sense.
Man,
but I feel like Ryan Garcia is delivering those blows regardless, though.
I just feel like it's a fight. It's a fight. Hold on, it's a fight. If I'm 160 pounds and I fight a nigga that's 163 and lose, I'm gonna come back and tell my homies, I would have had that nigga if he wouldn't have had them 3 pounds. I'm being dead serious. I'm being dead like I would have had that boy if he had that 3 pounds. I would have had that boy. Like I'm looking at it from that perspective. Like at the end of the day, it's still a fight. And another thing too, it's not even like UFC where you gotta pick people up, slam them, take them down to the ground, do all that. Yes, I understand that. I understand the pounds I understand that there's weight classes for a reason. So I'm not trying to talk down on it, but it doesn't matter if you're professional. It's still a fight. I mean, it's to me. I don't see. I'm not saying that it's not a difference, but I don't think it's that big of a difference. I think Ryan Garcia. I guess the point I'm trying to make is Ryan Garcia would have done the same thing to Devin had he made weight.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Because Ryan Garcia hits hard, regardless.
Right. He
hits hard regardless. It doesn't matter how much he weighs. He hits hard regardless.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Flight, since we want to get technical. If he was lighter, he'd have been faster.
Yes. And also on top of that, if him not making weight, and once again, yep, it's different with normal people, but these are pros and they cut weight, and being hydrated makes a big difference.
That's a great comment right here. That's a great comment right
Haney
here.
came to box Ryan.
Ryan came to squabble.
That is.
I don't know if you see my Facebook post where I said they these boys fighting like it's after school.
Yeah, he was like he was throwing them hoes.
I
feel like once again, I know Ryan Garcia for trolling, and I also know how he got them hoes because I've heard that he hits hard. So what's the difference? I don't know what weight class he generally fights at. I just know that regardless, he hits hard. I don't feel like the weight determines it. I feel like he's jumped up and down on weights that no matter what, it's still universal that he hits hard. So I don't understand the concept of it being different.
Like because I know some fighters. And this is what House was teaching me when I came into the party. I think on Monday, he was telling me about the rehydration clause because I didn't know what that meant. Mm-hmm. And so I knew what it was. I just didn't know the term for it. Mm-hmm. And so I know a lot of fighters will meet weight. They will meet weight, which is 140, whatever. Let's just say 150. You will get to 150 when you get to weigh-ins. And then after weigh-ins, you pick all that weight back up.
Mm-hmm.
You try to get as much weight as you can back up on you. And so, like, yeah, if you come into the fight at 150 and when another dude come in and fight you at 162, I mean, yeah,
that's different.
That's a huge difference. But if I'm at 150, difference. I'm not. I guess what I'm saying is I can't use that as an excuse. If you accepted the fight, Devin Haney was that confident. This is the part. It's kind of like LeBron them complaining about the referees last night. Yeah, you can't just be finding a reason to explain why you lost. And I don't think Devin Haney necessarily did this. But you can't accept the fight for what it was and then use that against you. I mean, they try to use that in your favor to say, well, he didn't make the weight. You accepted the fight. The reason why you accepted that fight is because you was confident that 3 pounds wasn't going to make a difference.
Right.
Because you was that confident in your abilities.
Right.
So, I mean, next time be hard on the weight, but I do want to see a rematch though at whatever weight they're gonna do, and I don't even think it's gonna be a weight difference though. I think Devin Haney is gonna come in with a different game plan. I don't think he had a good strategy for Ryan Garcia, and that's what led to his demise. I think the next time they fight, he's going to be better, not because of the weight, but because he fought him one. I mean, he fought him 6 times. They fought 6 times prior to that, and it was 3-3.
Yeah. And
even the fight Saturday was close.
It was.
It was close. Even though Ryan got it was that double knockdown them 2 rounds back to back, I think 10 and 11, that really put him over because he really screwed himself when he hit him after the
and lost that point.
Yeah, he really screwed himself, but the fight was still close.
Yeah.
So them having another fight, another rematch, it can go another way, but it's not going to be because of the weight.
Yeah,
I guess is what I'm trying to say. It's going to be because he's going to go in with a way better strategy. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, look at it like. Okay, here we go. Let me see. I'm reading the post. Okay. Look at it like this. If you go play football and then eat the day of or night before, you go be sluggish. Versus if you play with a good meal prior and fluids, that's the difference with the clause. That's not a good example because. That's not a good example because if I play football at 150 versus 147, I'm still going to be productive.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because that the discussion is that not if you ate or not. The discussion is the weight. So I don't fully
And then
understand.
and then what's like we talking about food, and it was a hydration clause. So
I'm sure they both ate before the fight. You got to fuel your body. No, I'm not. I agree with that, but that
so
I
they
don't
wasn't
think
they
that's the
didn't eat
case
before
here.
the fight?
Right. I don't think that example applies to this particular conversation.
Yeah, like they was fasting. They didn't have their first meal
Ramadan,
until they was fasting.
like Kyrie was not eating when he did Ramadan. He was
And,
not eating
yeah,
and dropping
and
45.
he was going crazy.
He wasn't eating. He was not eating during daylight and was still dropping
Eating
44.
or drinking.
Oh, I didn't know it was the drinks too. I thought you could drink. Okay, so
he can't, but I don't think he was drinking anything. I
okay,
think he
well,
just
even brings us to our point. Yeah, that was that was different. But anyway, to kind of wrap all this up, I think that if they fight again, it's gonna be great. I think that it's gonna be a good fight. And if Devin Haney was to win, which there is a chance he can, he will. I mean, they fought 7 times now, and it's 4-3 Ryan. So who's to say that he won't win the 8th fight?
True.
So it can go back and forth. So it'll be exciting to see what comes up in the future between.
It'll be a rematch.
But I enjoyed it though. All in all, it was a fun fight.
It'll be a rematch for sure.
Definitely, yeah. You got to run that back. And if you Haney, then make it strict. You must meet way or we ain't fighting.
Yeah.
I mean, simple as that.
That's how I feel. Like if it was that big of a deal, if everybody gonna because of that, like you shouldn't have fought.
I have a hard time believing Devin Haney is sitting around talking about I lost because he was 3 pounds overweight. Mm-hmm. No, I just don't. As a competitor,
wasn't it over a belt too? Didn't Devin Haney have a belt and he lost it? Obviously, Ryan can't get it because he didn't make weight.
I think he still kept his belt though.
Oh, he still was able to keep the belt.
Well. Oh no! So James didn't fight for the vacant belt. Well,
yeah, the reason
why, because at his post fight interview, Devin Haney said, "I'm still the champion." Like I heard him say that, so that's why I thought he kept the belt.
Oh, I mean, I would say that too.
But you're right though. True. But you're right though. That's what they were saying. Like up to the fight, like all the commentators saying Ryan can't win the belt, but he can lose it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess we'll see who has to go. Yeah, I don't know who's gonna go for that vacant belt. I'm not that in tune with the sport to know who's the contenders. But it'll be interesting to see, when it comes up. I think Devin should keep his belt because Ryan missed weight. But hey, who cares about that belt when you got talking privileges, bragging rights? Excuse me, that's what I'm trying to say.
Talking privileges.
Yeah, that was a really white way to say it. Talking privileges. That was a very proper way of saying that.
Talking privileges.
Yeah, but you knew what I meant.
Yeah, man.
Fun conversation though. Yeah, that was a good fight. Though. I really enjoyed that fight.
Yeah, it's also going to be a good fight. Is this goddamn Chris Brown versus Quavo?
Mama.
That's going to be a good fight. Mama. That's going to be that should be the next celebrity boxing. But I don't think it's gonna get there because things is getting kind of crazy. It's getting kind of weird.
I think Chris Brown. Having it to where he can. Chris Brown came out and said, that crap was weak and I don't need to respond. I think that was like I'm done with this. I think Chris Brown went so hard on his diss track. So for those who don't know, Chris Brown and Quavo came out of nowhere with their beef. Well, they've been beefing for quite a minute. Right. Chris Brown just dropped a diss track. I think Quavo actually did something first.
Did he? He probably.
I think Quavo dropped not necessarily a diss track, but he said something in the song regarding Chris, which prompted Chris to drop his diss track. So now, for I don't know what you feel like, Flight. I feel like Chris Brown has one of the most disrespectful diss tracks. I'm talking it's up there with No Vaseline.
Yeah, it's very disrespectful.
And Ether.
It's very disrespectful.
And they got to fight no more tracks. I definitely agree with that. It's time to start boxing now. Yeah. But I agree with you. It's not going to get that far. But let's have fun for today's sake, and let's just say it's going to go that far. But what do you think? Is things getting too personal, Flight?
I think it got personal when it said everybody. It's crazy how when Takeoff died, everybody wished it was you. Like that's that's when it gets.
You know what, Flight?
I feel like that's when it gets kind of crazy.
I feel like Chris Brown. I feel like Quavo lost before the song even started.
And why you said it?
It's like you got some class, so we can get into some gangster shit.
Hey Chris, I don't want no incidents, bro. I don't want no smoke. I don't want fights. I don't want to do nothing, bro. Like, please, bro.
Who wants smoke with me? Who wants smoke with me?
To that stand front, yeah, I can see that.
Well, you got a voice, man. He was like, I don't want to fight, Chris. Please. It's the please at the end. Please.
Yeah.
Mama, no. Mama, no. Mama, no. It was like the please was so crazy to me, dog. The fact that he said, please. He said, I don't want to fight you. Please. I know I'm gonna lose.
That's That voicemail was insane.
But check this one out.
Let's keep it a hundo, nigga. You fuck my ex-ho, that's cool. I don't give no fuck, little nigga. Cause I fucked your ex when you was still with a bitch. I'm up, little nigga. They say revenge is sweet. Now think about that shit. Don't let that line go over your head. I might just sing about that shit. I had a feeling about that dick. There's something sweet about that shit. I got some tea about that bitch, but I ain't gonna speak about that shit.
God dang it. God dang it.
Breezy is tough.
The boy said, can I play it back? I just want to hear it one more time. Let me see.
Let's keep it a hundo, nigga. You fuck my ex-ho, that's cool. I don't give no fuck, little nigga. Cause I fucked your ex when you was still with a bitch. I'm up, little nigga.
Hold on, Flight. How do I? Nope, that's not what I want. That's not what I want either. This'll do. So, put me over here. So, let's one more time.
Ex-ho, that's cool. I don't give no fuck, little nigga. Cause I fucked your ex when you was still with a bitch. I'm up, little nigga.
I still effed your ex while you was still with her. So, of course, the internet went crazy thinking he was talking about Saweetie.
Yeah.
Saweetie. And so, but listen to what he says when he says,
they say revenge is sweet.
Revenge is. I'm gonna stop. Let me keep going.
Now think about that shit. Don't let that line go over your head. I might just sing about that shit. I had a feeling about that dick. There's something sweet about that shit. I got some tea about that bitch, but I ain't gonna speak about that shit.
Wordplay was crazy. The wordplay was crazy.
Chris killed that. I'm not gonna lie.
He bodied it.
It was so disrespectful on so many levels. And if it's true, you know, when you this is what I was talking about. This is exactly what I was talking about when I said you cannot be in a rap beef unless you're going to get personal. What do? It don't even matter if it's true or not, because to the internet we don't know, so we're left to speculate. He probably didn't even touch Saweetie.
He may not.
He probably never even touched that woman a day in my life. And shout out to all the thoughts that's out there talking about, girl, I understand. What you understand? Because it's Chris Brown? Girl, I'm not mad at Saweetie. I understand. Man, them heifers. Oh Lord, I'm glad I'm getting married. I couldn't deal with the I couldn't deal with the disrespect. Oh God, I kept sitting there all on my feet. Girl, I understand. I would have did the same thing. Oh boy, I tell you. Boy, I tell you. I tell you, boy.
Shout out to all those thoughts out there.
Let's keep going, man. Let's get to the part you was talking about.
What's on? Put you to bed. Night, that's to the fed. Show me that I'm tender, bitch. Time to prove what you just said. R.I.P. take off. He the only real one that got true respect. Crazy how when he died, everybody really wished it was you instead. Oh shit.
That chat said she understand. I hope we have a great understanding then. Speaking of people cheating, Darren Waller cheated on what's that girl?
Me and Kate was just talking about it. This is a side note. We was just talking about it.
I just seen it before we went live.
When I found out they was getting married or that they got married, I was in my head. I was like, that shit not gonna last. It's not gonna last at all.
Well, I mean, Darren Waller fumbles footballs. I'm not surprised he fumbles women too. I can't stand Darren Waller, man. He used to be so good. But okay, back to Takeoff. Let's listen to this again. Shit. So this is the line he said about Takeoff. Oh yeah, we switching up the rap game today, y'all. We bring y'all the actual lyrics, but I'm only gonna play a little snippet because I don't want them to find us.
Know what's on, put you to bed. Night, that's to the fed. Show me that I'm tender, bitch. Time to prove what you just said. R.I.P. Takeoff, he the only real one that got true respect. Crazy how when he died, everybody really wished it was you instead.
So this that part of the beast where I be like, yeah. You know that remind me of when Gucci Mane and Jeezy did they what you call it? He was like, I'm smoking on Pookie pack or smoking on that Pook, whatever he said.
Oh yeah, Jeezy,
how disrespectful that was.
Yeah.
Or Pusha T talking about 40. Is it 40?
Yeah, 40.
Yeah. Well, it's on that level of disrespect, man. You don't just God dang it, Chris Brown.
I'm just intrigued because we talk about this. Remember when Drake said that he had a diss track to Pusha T that was going to be going crazy, but they told him not to release it?
Yeah, we talked about that.
Do you think it was something like this?
I don't know what he knows about Pusha T.
Right.
And then Pusha T not really a relevant person, so I don't know much about his history and what he does. Like Pusha T is not in the news. He's not in the media and the tabloids. You don't think about him dating no women or nothing like that. I don't know. So anything that Drake would have told us would have been like, it's different because we all know Quavo. We all know Chris Brown. We all know anybody else that's in these beefs. We all know these people.
Mm-hmm.
Why do black people do? I'm so sick of black people beefing. Why don't Luke K? Not say Luke K. Why don't Luke Bryan and Blake Shelton get into a country beef?
You're bringing up a valid argument. I mean,
I just don't understand why. Why is it that rap music has to be synonymous with beef and disrespect and clawing each other from the top?
Is that disrespectful country music? Because if so, I would love to hear it.
A country diss track might go hard.
Though. It might go crazy.
It might go hard. Your boots is real tight and unlike your wife. And like that would be hey, that would be a crucial diss track. Boy, if Blake Shelton dropped a diss track on Luke Bryan.
You said what? Hold on,
you said what? Are real tight, and that's unlike your wife. You get it. His wife been ran through, so she. Yeah, okay. You get the country. You get you get the country. I came up with that top of my head too. So
what's up wrong with you, dog?
I mean, but for real though, why isn't that? Why ain't Kelly Clarkson beefing with what's the other girl name? What's the one that do Sunday Night Football? Carrie Underwood. Appreciate that. I know that was a bar. I know
it was definitely a bar. It was definitely a bar.
That.
Yeah. I mean, you got a point. I mean, has there been? I feel like there's been like some type of. Let's find out. Non-rap.
While you're looking for that, so this did catch my attention. I was listening to the Breakfast Club. Shout out to Charlamagne the God, DJ Envy, and Jess Hilarious. I listen to them. I've been listening to them a lot more in the mornings, and they were saying how it's believed that Taylor Swift dropped a song directed at Kim Kardashian. I forgot what it's called.
It's called
Thank You, or
it's called Thank You Amy or something like that.
But the K is capitalized.
I said the I and M is.
So I was like, okay, finally. I agree with Charlamagne. Finally, give me some white people that's beefing.
Right. I'm tired of us going against each other.
Why is it always why are we talking about smashing exes while they still together and dead homies that got more respect and it should have been you? What is going on, dog? Why is it us? Crabs in the barrel, but it's so entertaining.
Yeah. Apparently, I mean, this is way back. But it's like apparently John Lennon and Paul McCartney was beefing. Lady Gaga and Madonna was beefing.
Oh, what did you type in?
Madonna and Elton John was beefing, apparently.
See, they beefs be a little different. They ain't dropping tracks. They just don't speak to him at the award show.
Yeah, type shit. Nirvana and Guns N' Roses.
I don't know why that was so funny when you said that.
Taylor Swift and Katy Perry had beef. Apparently.
I remember that. I do remember that one. I do remember that beef. I do remember that one.
Wow.
Well, you know, Drake said Taylor Swift is the. Well, we'll get that in a little bit. Yeah. We'll get that in a little bit. I mean, we ain't got.
We might as well get there now because it's not much to say.
Well, hold on.
Quavo did respond. Okay. Quavo did respond.
You know, and I didn't get none of his tracks because I'm not. I would sound like a hypocrite right here.
Okay.
Because I'm not really feeling Quavo using Takeoff because I feel like he tried to make more of a song. He tried to do Drake with back to back, and to me, it's hard to listen to a diss track with Mama Huncho. It's hard for me to.
Why does Quavo rap like he ad-libbing?
And when I'm becoming a Don, Mama, Papa to Tama the Ron, Tama, Hama to Sama the Don, Fama to Duma the Don. Come on, you know, it's just
we not just gonna slide past it like you ain't just skate on that shit.
Well, if I skated in flight, then that's a problem.
No. You skated. That hoe was kind of hitting. But you wasn't like I knew what was like. I wasn't expecting you to diss. Like that's what's supposed to happen. Quavo was doing the diss track and he was sounding like that, and it was like, okay, I don't take it for. It's hard to explain. It's hard to explain. It's hard to explain like Quavo's, but Quavo did have some like he had some jabs here and there, but it's hard. Like to your point, you using Takeoff after Drake used Snoop Dogg and Tupac.
So let's go to that then. Good transition. She said we need a freestyle at this point.
Oh yeah, he might as well. Well.
No. I mean, if I can put a beat on here, I swear to God, we'll open up the show every week with a
freestyle.
Because you seen the baby, that's a whole nother conversation. Because that boy rap like his car needed brakes.
Hey, I feel like we can go. Okay, we'll go back to the side.
Okay,
Baby raps. I feel like Baby raps like that on every track.
You know, I knew he was killing it when he stood up. He stood up. I was like, he
raps like he really raps like he living like we do.
Have you seen the movie Soul?
Yes,
the animated movie where you such in your zone that it takes you to a different atmosphere, a different plane, a different reality. That's where he was in that freestyle. But anyways,
I'm sorry. Now I want to get into it because as athletes, we've all had a particular part in our careers, no matter where we played at. We've all had a particular part in our careers where we could remember where it felt like we was having an outer body experience. We was in that zone. For musicians, and I wish Jay Horn was in the chat because I'm sure he could be able to answer this. Obviously, being the artist that he is. Shout out to Jay Horn dropping Homesick 5 coming on May.
Homesick 5, May 8th. Yeah,
May 8th.
I'm excited.
Shout out to Jay Horn, Homesick 5, May 8th. Y'all make sure that y'all check that out. But yeah, for rappers, is that, or for artists, would that be it? Like you get into that point to where you flowing, and then you get to the point to where you standing up. Is that outer body experience right there? Would that be a in the zone, not outer body, in the zone type of feel? Because outer body experience, I feel like would happen on the stage when you rocking in front of 25, 35, 45,000 people. I feel like, but that's an outer body experience. But in the zone, I feel like that's something that happens in a booth or on a freestyle. Or
I will say. And for those who've been following the show for a long time, we're on episode 79, going to episode 80 next Tuesday. It's gonna be awesome. For those who's been following us for a long time, I have gotten to so many zones on this show.
Yes. Yes, you have.
And there has been times where I have zoned out and now I don't know who I am anymore. It's just I'm rolling the jokes and the statements and the comedy and everything is just flowing where I've gotten off the show and I'm like, Flight, I don't even remember. Flight be like, bro, you took me out when this is a true story. Flight, back me if I'm wrong. But correct me if I'm wrong. I'll be like, Flight be like, bro, you said when you said such and such, it was so funny. I'm like, bro, I don't remember saying that. I don't even remember saying that because so a zone is real. You just zone out and you just get into the moment and you can't beat that. And that happens when you're doing something that you love to do. This is something I love to do. Football is what I love to do. You've been in the zone on Call of Duty. I've seen you go off for 40, 30 with 30 kills and you just in the zone. You're not even talking. You don't even know. You ain't even got teammates no more because you're such in a zone. You know, so that is I love that movie because it really depicts something that's really true amongst human beings about getting in that zone. But speaking of zone, Drizzy, you know, drops a freestyle named Tailor Made. And Drizzy in this freestyle, Tailor Made, is basically him saying, Kendrick, we waiting on you. But the interesting thing that Drake did in this particular diss track is that he used AI Tupac to let's listen to it.
Victory, man. Call him a bitch for me. Talk about him liking young girls, that's a gift for me. Heard it on the Button podcast, it's gotta be true. They told me the spirit of Machiavelli is alive, and the nigga under 5'5", so it's gotta be you. I'ma beat the whole fucking game. It was me and Snoop Dogg, had my fucking shirt off in the House of Blues. You gotta fuck this nigga, girl, he gotta get abused.
Before I continue, I first want to know your opinion on what Drake did and his tactics, and what do you feel about the diss track? That's all. That's the only clip I got. So, what do you feel about the diss track?
I feel like it was hard. The fact that a lot of people are indifferent about him using AI, Tupac, and Snoop, and they talk about, well, do the families get paid? Is Snoop getting paid? Is Tupac's family getting paid? Drake probably. I don't feel like Drake is going to use their voices for personal gain and not, compensate them. Like, it's not. And if he did, that's kind of messed up. But as far as the art itself, I feel like it's hella creative. Nobody ever thought to do that. He used two West Coast rappers going at a West Coast dude, telling him to come out and respond, and yet we still haven't heard them from Kendrick. I thought the diss track was crazy. I enjoyed it myself. I thought it was dope. And to know, if I'm not mistaken, he wrote the verses that the AI Snoop and Tupac rapped, right? So
can you say that again?
If I'm not mistaken, Drake wrote, emphasis on Drake, and wrote the verses that the AI Tupac and Snoop were rapping. So that's what I've heard. So judging by you telling me that, there is a clip that you have backing up. You don't have anything backing this up.
No,
or
the clip I just put it the clip that I just put into this the clip that I just put into this the feed is coming a little late. This is my last clip. I just wanted it to be there. I believe that this might be the most brilliant thing that Drake has ever done. And it's not the fact. I think we gotta look at it a little deeper than what I think. I'm gonna take a step deeper than what you said.
Okay.
It's not the fact that he used AI Snoop and AI Kendrick. AI Tupac, excuse me. And it's not the fact that they're both West Coast rappers. It's the fact that he de-weaponized Kendrick Lamar on every bar that he could possibly say about him.
Yeah.
So since we're waiting on you, let me go ahead and talk about myself. So that way so if he come out and say Drake talking to young girls, blah, 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 and said all that, well, Drake, he just told us that he likes young girls.
Yeah.
What I forgot the other stuff that he said in the rap, but basically everything that he wrote for the Tupac AI was him being Tupac and talking down on himself.
Basically pulled the Eminem and 8 Mile.
Correct. That's a great example. That is a great example. Thank you for saying that. So that way you can't tell me, you can't talk about me with things that I'm going to talk about I can talk about myself on.
Right.
So I think that is the most brilliant way in doing it. So instead of just doing a rap, that I think when he made this track, this is, I don't know, I'm not Drake, I'm not being in his mind, but this is what I think happened.
Mm-hmm.
I think Drake basically was like, I'm gonna do another track and I'm going to de-weaponize him. Mm-hmm. And then I think the idea came about to use Tupac and use Snoop. And to me, it's kind of crazy because I also feel like it's also a little, I don't know if I want to say disrespectful, but I do think it's kind of disrespectful towards Tupac, because I think he also used Tupac because if Tupac was alive, he probably wouldn't like Drake either.
Probably.
That's why he was like, you gotta cheat, you gotta sleep with his girl, and and whatever he was like. I feel like that's stuff that he really feels like Tupac would say because he's backing Kendrick Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like it could be a Tupac diss, a West Coast diss,
mm-hmm.
and a Kendrick diss. Everybody's like, what's taking Kendrick so long? I'm like, what's taking him so long is that nobody else dropped the song. The nigga only can diss when he on somebody else's song. Think about every diss you heard from Kendrick Lamar. Has it been his own songs?
Yeah, because Control wasn't his own song.
No, that nigga had a verse.
Then, he had a verse. Like that wasn't his song.
He waiting for somebody else to make music so that he can jump on the track and get a piggyback ride. I don't understand this Kendrick Lamar craze. I'm not saying he's not talented, but I don't understand this. I respect what Drake did because Drake, he did it with Meek Mill. The only person I'm gonna give him the L to Pusha T because he didn't drop this unreleased track that we spoke about a little earlier. So I'll give him that L. But everybody else, he has come for war. And he even said, once I finish with this nigga, I'll come for the rest of y'all.
Yeah. I mean, do you feel like it's done? Because I mean, how long have we what is the time period for somebody to respond? I mean, Drake didn't release 2 songs. And the first one, he had a whole verse directed at Kendrick. And then the second one was all Kendrick. So
right.
So what do you feel like is the time period for an artist to respond before this is declared like donezo? Because I feel like if Kendrick responds, it's gonna be like, it's too late. I feel like this track came out on Friday, right? Is this when he released it on IG? Thursday, Friday?
Yes. Because
So if Kendrick doesn't release something by Friday, I feel like it's past the statute of limitations.
Yeah, because what's going to happen is, that's a good question. To answer your question directly, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna steal this from Charlamagne. I will listen to Charlamagne. I give credit to where credit is due because I agree with it. Charlamagne said that the longer Kendrick waits, the more unnecessary anticipation that he builds up, and that he's not going to meet people's needs. So if you wait 3, 4, 5 weeks, once you actually drop, it's gonna be like, we waited for this. He would literally have to say something that will blow like Drake's son ain't his. That's the only thing that I can think of that could be, because now you have Pusha T to expose that Drake had a son, and then you be like, well, Drake's son not his, he's really mine. Something like that.
That would be crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, that's the only thing that you can really do to kind of combat. If you're gonna wait this long, you have to have some kind of nuclear weapon build up. You have to respond. I would say 10 days. You have 10 days to respond. What's like the Ring movie when once you hit a phone call? How many days you got? 7.
7.
That's it. I'll go 7. I'm taking my answer back down. Our attention. Oh, I'm sorry. Our attention span is too short for him to take this long. I'm telling y'all, he's taking this long because you have to be on other people's tracks.
They said he dropping an album.
Now, against Drake?
Yeah, they said he coming with an album.
Now, if you
it could be jokes. It could be jokes. It could be for real. It could be a little bit of both.
We're gonna take it if it's for real. If you drop an album to attack Drake, that's weak. That you put that much resource into a battle for what? Just drop a song.
This time you could have dropped whatever song is on that album.
Just drop a song. We don't need an album. We're not trying to build album. We want to hear diss tracks. We want toxicity. We want it. You came for him.
Yeah.
And he did not send for you.
Yeah.
So now that he's attacking you, now if I'm Drake, I'm piling on. I drop another one on Friday. If Kendrick Lamar does not drop this Friday, if I was Drake, I would drop another track throughout the weekend, or I would go ahead and be recording this week and be like, if he's not going to drop this, then drop my song where I'm basically going to talk about him one more time, and it says I'm not responding to anything that you put out because you a coward and you took too long, because you got to wait for other niggas to drop music.
Good point. If Drake drop another one, all right, come on, man. He dropped another one.
But Drake is gonna be fighting for a long time.
Well, yeah, because he got a lot of people he going against.
But then, did you see that Kanye West has entered the fight again?
Dog, I saw that shit, bro.
So Kanye West had an interview. I forgot. I want to give this. I think it's called the Dropbox or the
download.
The download. Thank you. The download podcast. Where I think the only way you can get the full pod. I think I heard this on the Breakfast Club as well. The only way you can get the full podcast is that you have to buy something from the Yeezy store.
Wow. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of genius.
Yeah, that's the only way. So this is what Kanye West had to say in regards to Drake and everything that's going on.
Even come about who called who? Yeah, Pluto. Pluto called me. I went to the studio, laid that, and then we went through the creative process, adding the chords, and called the hooligans. Called them out in London to get on a joint. And, everybody was very, very excited about the elimination of Drake. Yo, we were not excited. We was energized.
Everybody came together excited about the elimination of Drake.
That's insane.
I don't care what nobody say. What nigga had a bigger impact on the game like this that you have to get a society of niggas to take you out?
That is crazy. That is crazy.
These niggas, niggas is I'm getting crazy talking about this. These niggas are in cohorts because of the elimination of Drake.
That's wild to me.
Like, that is crazy.
That's wild. That's wild. The fact that he went on a podcast and said that, like, come on, bro. That's you.
Some stuff you just gotta die with.
Yeah, bro.
Even if that did happen behind the scenes, you just don't tell nobody that, because now y'all sound really weak. If you got Future, Weeknd, Ross, Kendrick, Kanye. Who else? I'm missing somebody. I think French Montana. At one point Meek Mill. At one point Chris Brown.
I mean,
niggas is coming together for the eliminate. This nigga said.
Called them out in London to get on a joint. And, everybody was very, very excited about the elimination of Drake. Yo, we were not excited. We was energized.
Not excited, but energized. That's a different type. That is a different type of hate.
Bro, hearing that is crazy.
Hearing that from one of the most legendary people in hip hop history. You cannot tell the story of hip hop without Kanye West. You cannot. So to hear that from him.
Yeah.
But I will say, if I can understand anybody putting together the Avengers, it would be Kanye. And that's because, that whole when Drake bought the house in the neighborhood with Kanye and Kim Kardashian and that whole little bar he said, that wasn't Calabasas. What freestyle was that? I can't remember what freestyle that was.
Wait. Say that again.
When Drake said he was alleging that he was sleeping with Kim because he got he got the same house in the same neighborhood.
Sicko mode? That was sicko mode.
Was it sicko mode?
Yeah, he
made her right.
Yeah, hit the lights. Yeah, that's sicko mode.
Oh my god, yeah, you got to fight after that.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, crept down the block, made her right, cut the lights, paid the price. Niggas think it's sweet. It's on site. Ain't nothing nice. Maggots in my ice. Jesus Christ. Checks over stripes. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to fight after that.
He was.
So I understand why he wants to put together the Avengers.
Yeah, bro. He just kept going with it. And then when you say checks over stripes, knowing how Kanye is so prideful about how Nike dropped him and Adidas did this. And, come on, man. And then you use Travis Scott because Travis Scott is part of Nike, and that's your artist. Like, come on, man. Not your artist, but
Yeah, no, I got it. If this is over women, I don't understand. Let's just say what Drake said is true about him and Kim Kardashian. I just don't understand why you not. Well, I guess they divorced now, so I guess that's the thing. But I feel like your anger should be directed at your wife.
Yeah.
Not the single nigga. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's messed up. I'm not saying it's not messed up what he doing, but he doesn't have a commitment to you. She does.
Yeah. Very true.
If that's the case, I'm not saying if that was the case. I don't know what's going on, but it's just gossip. He say, she say at this point. But it's all this rap beef. I just wish Luke Bryan and Blake Shelton start beefing so that we can get something else. It's a lot, y'all. Hopefully next week we don't have no beef to talk about. Hopefully we can talk about unicorns and rainbows because that's what needs to be talked. Did you hear that California banning clear from the airports?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Why?
The California is banning clear from the airports because they said that it's unfair to the poor people because the wealthy people just can bypass security.
If people poor, why are they flying? That don't make any goddamn sense. That don't make no damn sense. It's unfair to the poor people. But why are they flying? If they poor, why are they flying?
It's other things. It's other things. It's other things that's unfair for rich and that they can worry about rather than clear.
That's on the bottom of the list.
That's on the way bottom
of the list.
Really, that's not even on the list.
It's not, bro. It's not.
Yeah, California banning clear.
This is so fucking stupid, bro. Oh, brother. I just don't get it, brother.
I just don't get it, brother.
I just don't understand.
The cost of business class is unfair. Hey, if you're in California, you won't be getting clear.
I will say the business class is insane. That business class, like the jump from like your regular shit to business class is insane.
That's because y'all bougie. Fly Spirit. It's about $50 cheaper.
Oh, you're gonna be a Spirit if you fly it. I can't do it.
That's not true. Spirit Spirit gets you from point A to point B.
That's good, bro. And
I've never had a bad experience on Spirit.
Everybody has
United planes
like,
be falling apart.
Everybody, I don't fly United, so
United plane be falling apart limb by limb.
You
take off as a full plane. You get back, you got one wheel, one wing, one engine.
It's true.
You gotta land in the ocean, and then the boat gotta come pick you up for the rest of the way.
Yeah, you're not lying. That's crazy. You're not lying though. I mean, they have been in the news. So.
They have been in the news.
Been in the news.
Two things I can't stand is United Airlines and Wells Fargo Bank. I can't stand neither one.
What did Wells Fargo do?
Because me and Chaz be arguing all the time because she got Wells Fargo. I got what she likes to call Hood Forest, Wood Forest.
I already, when you said Hood Forest, I already knew.
They was good to me. They gave me second chance banking. So they was good to me. Well, they believe in second chances. But Wells Fargo get their customers third, fourth, and fifth chances. I call them Scam Fargo.
Scam Fargo.
Wells Fargo in the news every quarter because something didn't happen. Somebody done lost some money in their account. Shout out to everybody that got Wells Fargo in the chat. I guarantee your account has been affected one way or the other. Fly, you got Wells Fargo? Good. That's a good one.
I don't have Wells Fargo. The only time we dealt with Wells Fargo is when we had to, if I'm not mistaken, Kate, tell me if I'm wrong, but we had to finance like a couch. The couch that we got, for some reason, it was financed through Wells Fargo.
Okay,
but I mean, it's paid off. All of that. That's no problem. That's
so y'all ain't had no issues with Wells Fargo.
Not to my knowledge.
So y'all must have did 90 days, same as cash, and got it done quickly.
I have no idea what we did. I just know
no
it got
way
paid
that lasted
off.
over a year, and you had no issues.
I feel like we did run into an issue with Wells Fargo, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like we ran into some weird ass issue with it, but we got it figured out and we got it paid off. And they tried to hit me up like, oh yeah, you got a They said something like crazy ass credit limit. And I'm like, I'm not messing with y'all, dog. Not after dealing with what we dealt with. I'm not messing with y'all.
I seen a Bank of America commercial. They got like a little AI system. Guess what her name is?
What is it?
Erica. I said, that's pretty smart. I said, I get it. Bank of America. Her name is Erica. I was like, okay, I get it. There was a story. It was old. I decided to bring it up, but now I'm bringing it up because we're talking about Wells Fargo. Little Mexican boy. I forgot how old. I think he was like 19 years old. And he was I seen it during the game last night, actually, when I saw it, during the Sixers game. Oh, the Sixers play yesterday, right? Yeah, it was during the Sixers game. I seen the commercial. But a little 19-year-old little Hispanic boy had found a bunch of money outside of a Wells Fargo ATM machine. Mm-hmm. And he said that when he found the money, he just thought about what his mama would say. So he turned it in to the police. I think it was like 190,000 or something. Yeah, 130. Something I forgot. It was a lot of money. He talking about his mama would have, talked down. I'm like, what kind of mama you got?
Yeah, because there ain't no way. So
when I seen the story, I was like, dang, that little boy dumb. He turned that money in. But then when I watched the video of the story, of course, it was Wells Fargo. The people who picked up the money left the money on the side of the ATM like some dummies.
Of course.
I'm like Family Feud. Wells Fargo. Okay,
I get it. Yeah.
Wells Fargo, they be stealing people money, man.
Wells Fargo is shady as hell, man. I don't like them. I'm glad I don't have them. I feel bad for whoever does. Hey, Chaz.
I know somebody in the chat. They don't want to speak right now. They got Wells Fargo.
Chaz, move your money. Chaz, move your money.
Hey, man, we need to go to Amaji. We gotta go to Amaji. Navy Federal. Let's just lie. I was in the Navy. Shoot. They talking about if you had somebody that served in the military, you could be in the Navy Federal. Well, shoot, my great grandfather fought in the Civil War, Southside. Yes, Southside. He fought.
All right, yeah. This is time to go. It's time to go, man. It's time to go.
I should get a Civil War discount. I should be able to set me an account up at Navy Federal.
It's time to
my
go.
My great grandfather died for this country.
It's time to go. Y'all see this banner at the bottom of the screen. Please make sure that you like and subscribe.
That's crazy, though. I can't. My ancestors fought in the Revolutionary War. I can't get into Navy Federal. I can't. The Battle of Santa Ana. I can't get no. I had no family members in the Battle of Santa Ana. It just. How they gonna tell me? How Navy Federal gonna tell me I didn't have nobody that signed the Mayflower Compact that came over here? Come on, man. That's crazy, bro. Family died in the Alamo and I can't get Navy Federal. That is crazy. That's wild, bro. That is wild. That is wild. That is wild. How Navy Federal gonna go? They gonna run ancestry. They gonna go back and check. There's nothing stopping me from walking Navy Federal right now and saying that I have a great grandfather that fought in the Civil War.
I mean,
How they gonna tell?
I don't know, brother. I don't know. 23andMe. I don't know.
How they gonna tell? How they gonna tell my grandfather didn't fight in the Civil War?
Beats me, brother. Beats
Something
me.
to think about, huh? You about to switch name federal, ain't you?
I mean, I wouldn't have to. My grandfather was in the Navy, so
Oh dang,
I'm good.
I'm sorry for those who really serve.
I'm good. I wouldn't have to worry about jumping through hoops and loops that you got.
I feel like we all had ancestors that fought in 1215.
12-15.
I feel like we all got family members that was fighting at that time.
What is what's wrong with you, dog?
All right, I'm sorry. Let's go.
Take us out, bro. I can't even fucking.
What, my people fought in the Revolutionary War. Who's to say they didn't fight? Anyway, this is the Don't Cancel Me podcast. We thank everybody for coming in tonight. It is 9:03. Make sure you get ready to watch the Clippers and the Mavericks game coming on tonight. I think they're starting right now, actually, on NBA TV. Mavericks are down 0-1 in the series. So shout out to Dallas, Texas. They disappoint as always.
They're not starting yet.
Oh, they ain't started yet? Okay, so you got time to get to the game. So thank y'all for tuning in with us today. Shout out to everybody that was on Twitter watching. I hope you all enjoyed the conversation. We enjoyed having the conversation for y'all. Hope y'all was able to get a little entertainment, a little love, and a little laughter out of the conversation today. Shout out to everybody that was in the chat today that pitched in and helped in the conversation. You know, y'all are greatly appreciated. This show is nothing without the chat. So thank y'all for tuning in. Hopefully y'all be here with us next week as we get ready for episode 80. Is going to be awesome. Shout out to Jay Horn as well, dropping Homesick 5. Y'all make sure y'all better get that on Apple Music. It's on Tidal too. Apple Music, titles,
wherever you listen to music at,
wherever you get your music at. Make sure y'all get ready for that Jay Horn Homesick 5 dropping May 8th. We will be promoting it like crazy on this channel. Hopefully we can get them on before the album release. But yeah, make sure we get ready for that. And I think did I miss any shout outs? No, I don't think I missed any shout outs. So yeah, shout out to all of our ancestors who fought in wars, and we can't give Navy Federal now. Shout out to all y'all. You know, they fought for nothing. Looks like shoot. So I hope everybody have a great night. This is Peachy Perfect,
Vino Flight,
and we are out, y'all. Peace.